Frankly, the appeal of the badass warrior woman trope isn't very interesting to talk about, in my opinion. Because even to a guy like me who isn't particularly into the archetype, its appeal is just so readily apparent, so obvious, it's just not fun to talk about it. Like, just from looking at one of these characters, I can, even if I don't feel the same, sort of get why people like them. Like, they're these badass, competent, confident women with imposing muscles clad in badass armor. It's just very easy, I think, for anyone to understand why people would admire and even fall in love with these types of characters. So instead, what I'd like to discuss today is the specific appeal of power couples, i.e., couples where both parties involved are badass warriors. And I think the main appeals of this type of archetype are the sense of unity and loyalty, right? Because while there is something beautiful about the classic story structure of, oh no, a woman has been captured by a malefic dragon, and then the knight in shining armor goes to save her. Or, oh no, the soldier is going to war to protect his country, and then the woman stays at home in order to make sure that things are okay when he comes back. There is a lot of appeal and a lot of beauty to that kind of structure, and I myself am really bothered when people dismiss it and say that it's something problematic or bad or etc. Like, the man being able to sacrifice so much in order to protect someone he loves is beautiful. The woman being able to wait and be confident that her man will return, and both parties remembering their love despite the distance, and being able to keep themselves faithful to each other despite all that, there is a beauty in that kind of structure as well. However, I can also understand and also like it a lot, the structure of power couples. And that's exactly because of the elements I pointed out before, which are unity and loyalty. Unity in the sense that it's a couple that is experiencing the hardship of battle at the same time and in the same way. Both parties know how difficult it is to train to be a good warrior. Both parties know the fear and the excitement and both the thrill and the terror of battle, and can relate to those feelings on a much deeper level than a couple with a more classic structure. And so it creates this sense of unity that you know your partner is going through the same things, they're going through the same hardships that you are, and can relate to them on a deeper level. But there's also the sense of loyalty. While there's also loyalty in obviously the more classic structure of the couple being apart but being able to hang on to their love despite the distance, like, while there is a loyalty, a beauty to that, there's also a loyalty and beauty to a couple that fights together, a woman that is there to help you when you're down, or to defend you when you're injured, or to just help in general you to achieve victory in your battles. As well, there is also a sense of proximity of, oh, you're not defending some individual you can't even see, some person miles away, right? You're specifically trying to save, trying to defend, trying to help someone who's right there at your side. There is a sense of loyalty and proximity in not only knowing that your partner will be there for you in case you need it, not in the distant future, not from a large distance, but they will be there, they will be able to directly help you. But there's also this beauty in the thought that if something happens to them as well, that you will be able to be there right away for them as well, that you'll be able to very directly and very rapidly help them if they get in a pinch as well. So while the beauty of the more classic couple structure is a beauty in distance, is a beauty in the uncertainty, is a sense of loyalty despite not being able to help or even know what happened to the other person, the appeal of the power couple, at least to me, is that appeal of proximity, of exactly the opposite, of being able to directly see and understand your partner's needs and to be able to respond to that and help them as well as have them help you in a more immediate and direct way. Is that sense of, oh, we're both sharing this difficult situation and we're both able to help each other in very similar ways. It's a love brought about by a sense of relatability and unity instead of a love brought about by a sense of loyalty despite the differences and the distance. Both of these types of couples are beautiful, but they're beautiful in their own ways, I feel. And that's the beauty that power couples specifically, I feel, possess. But what about you? What is the appeal of power couples to you? I'd love to hear that. As always, when I make these types of videos sharing what I think is the appeal of certain archetypes to me, I'm also always very curious to know what their beauty is to you, what their appeal is to you. This feeling of us being able to share and discuss our perspectives is, I think, one of my favorite parts of doing videos like this. So, yeah, once again, I really do encourage you to share if you are into this kind of couple. What do you think is their main appeal? Do you agree with me that it's the sense of proximity, is the sense of loyalty and of knowing you very directly got their back and can help them and they can do the same to you? Or does this couple structure have maybe a completely different or a somewhat different appeal to you? As always, no matter what you think, I would love if you would share your perspective below. Oh, also, if you don't like this couple structure, if you disagree and think this isn't appealing, do share that as well. Yeah. Anyway, for now, I think this will be it. If you like this video, do all the normal YouTube stuff as always, like, comment, subscribe, etc. I think you're all tired of being told this already. I think you all know what you do already. But yeah, unfortunately, it's important to keep reminding people since that does tend to boost the video's numbers. It's a more subconscious psychology thing, unfortunately. So even though this is pretty annoying, I know it's something that's just important for YouTubers to do. So I hope you understand. That said, I also do hope to see you next video. And for now, as always, I also bid you farewell. Obscure Anime out.